Hello, peoples. This is going to be a little bit of a rant, to be quite honest with you. Thanks to a woman, let's just say a Karen, really. I met in a Costa coffee a few days ago, and I'll keep it cute because it's just started. I won't say what I want to say, but let's just say that maybe I was thinking about her head touching the counter. Put it that way. So anyway, let me start, and I'll be clear from the start. I'm not going to be, this ain't going to be no cozy therapy session or no lovey-dovey. Not today. I'm not here to stroke your hair and tell you everything's fine. I'm here to give you a reality check. And maybe a mild verbal slap, because some of you, let's be honest, do need it. We live in one of the safest, richest, most comfortable times in history, and yet somehow our biggest emergencies are, oh my God, the Wi-Fi's down. They gave me the wrong latte. Amazon says my package will be here tomorrow instead of today. You're not in a crisis. Come on, you're in the world of first world problems. And tonight, you'll probably find yourself doing exactly that, crashing out over something extremely simple. You know, when you come to think about it, everybody does it, I do it, so, you know. So that's why I want to talk about how ridiculously and why we are luckier than you think, and why some of you need to get a grip. Buckle up, this might sting a little. Let's start with the obvious. We've all done it. Don't sit there acting innocent. I know you have. I've done it. The Wi-Fi drops for 2 minutes and suddenly we're panicking like a wait inside like life-saving surgery result. Your phone battery dies and you act like you've been personally abandoned by society. Like, oh no. Hold on, I ain't even got the chat on, see? I'm chatting away. So I'm thinking about that woman in the coffee shop. Oh, I swear, she really got to me. And then you got the coffee shop, runs out of caramel drizzle, and you're ready to start an online petition. I'm just being polite there. And here's the thing, it's funny when you admit it, but it is also embarrassing. Come on, be honest. What's the most ridiculous thing you've moaned about this week? Don't be shy. This is a safe place. Well, okay, I may laugh at you, but go on. So let's take a little trip back in time, say 80 or 100 years. Hello, people coming in. First of all, there was no Uber Eats, no McDonald's, no drive-through. If you wanted food, you grew it, hunted it, or you didn't eat. You didn't complain about oat milk. You complained because Bessie the cow didn't produce enough milk this week and now your tea tastes like sadness. Forget my heater broke. You had one fireplace, maybe. And if it went out, congratulations, you're cold until spring. If you wanted to send a text message to someone, you didn't text them, you sent a letter by horse, or I suppose by pigeon. And if they were far away, you might get a reply in like 6 months, you know what I mean? And war, come on, you didn't watch it on Netflix documentaries, you lived through it. Ration books, blackouts, bomb shelters, kids being evacuated to strangers' homes in the countryside, and yet here we are, melting down because our phone only has 3% battery and the charger is in another room. You know what I mean? We've all done it. But this is where they got us, you know, that's when you got to realise the game's rigged. So now let's have a leave history, you know, and talk about today. While you're skulking because your favourite series got taken off of Netflix, there are 700 million living on less than $2 a day. I'll say that again. 700 million people living on less than $2 a day. While you're complaining about your Uber driver taking the long route, there are kids who walk 6 miles every morning just to get drinkable water. And while you're debating whether you can survive on 4G instead of Wi-Fi, there are families living in war zones right now, not watching it on the news, living it. This isn't about guilt tripping you, not at all. This is about perspective. Because if you're sitting in a safe country with running water, food in your kitchen, and a roof over your head, you've already won the birth lottery. Let's be honest. And while we're talking about comfort, making people soft, can we talk about how some of you behave online? Oh, it's a different world on the internet, isn't it? People who in real life wouldn't say boo to a goose, but online, they're Mike Tyson with a keyboard. They'll fire off comments, throw shade, start fights in the comment section like it's a full-time job. Real nasty. You know, it's just disgusting, that kind of stuff. If they said it to your face, they'd suddenly remember they had somewhere else to be, you know what I mean? But the second someone claps back, suddenly it's, oh my gosh, I'm being attacked. This is harassment. I'm the victim here. It's always the way, isn't it? Sorry, that was just me lighting my cigarette, sorry. What I got to say, there is no sweetheart. You just got served the same energy you were dishing out. If you can give it, you better be able to take it. Otherwise, zip it, isn't it? Brittany Chubbs. What are you chatting about? Well, you've not been listening. You just thought you'd come in here and just write. What are you chatting about? Sorry. Have I got to go all the way back to the beginning just for you? Yeah? Or are you not like, are you a little bit slow? You don't quite get where I'm coming from, no? And anyway, I'm chatting about first world problems. That's what I'm chatting about. How can you get lost with that? There was a woman a couple of days ago who had a meltdown, held up the queue in the coffee shop that I was in for 8 or 9 minutes, screaming because they didn't have oat milk. Like she was throwing it like a proper Karen style. And I'm looking around waiting for people to do something, someone to say something. And no one said nothing. What do you mean, was it me? Was it me what? What, for having a tantrum? No, darling, no. It was me that went over and nearly smashed her in the face. That's who I was. And told her, you're being a dickhead. Why don't you go and get yourself? Like, what do you think? A fucking carton of oat milk's going to drop out the arse of the geezer that you're screaming at? Yet again, self-centered people. That's what I'm trying to say. So let me carry on to what I wanted to say. Thing. Let me be clear. Digging up someone's personal info is out of line. But here's what makes me laugh. Some people will spend months stirring the pot, spreading lies, bullying people, and then the moment they get their lick back, it's suddenly a human rights crisis. Here's the truth. Making misery for others, people online, isn't a personality trait. It's pathetic. If your hobby is starting arguments with strangers, you don't need more followers. You need more hobbies. And before you cry free speech, yes, you can say what you want, but freedom of speech doesn't mean freedom from consequences. If you wouldn't walk into a pub, stand on a table and yell it to the crowd, maybe, just maybe, don't hit post, because the internet might feel like a playground, but guess what? You're not the only one with a swing set. So, let me write this. So why have we lost perspective? See, it all comes back to this: comfort, entitlement, and lack of real consequences. Oh, what's this one saying? Yeah, that's your opinion. You're entitled to it. Opinions are like arseholes, Brittany. Everyone's got one. Doesn't mean that yours is special. Scroll up, innit? If you don't like what you're hearing, scroll up. Period, you know? I ain't got nothing else to say to you. See, it all comes, yeah, I said that bit. We've confused inconvenience with oppression. We've confused disagreement with hate. And we've confused having an opinion with needing to share it 24/7, Brittany. Yeah. But here's the truth. If you have food, water, shelter and safety, you're already ahead of half the planet. Everything else, that's extra. That's bonus round stuff, you know what I mean? You projecting again, Brittany? Brittany! But I bet none of you can do this, though. I bet you can't do this, Brittany. Go a day without your phone. Try it. You'll realise how much time you've been wasting. Take cold showers for a week. You'll appreciate hot water like liquid gold. You know what I mean? Eat only basic food for 3 days. Porridge, rice, beans. Watch how quickly your nothing to eat complaint disappears. Gratitude isn't pretending life's perfect. It's remembering you're lucky even when life's annoying. Yeah. So here's the takeaway. You don't have to feel guilty for having a comfortable life, but you do have to stop acting like minor inconveniences are tragedies. Next time you're about to have a meltdown because your food delivery's late, remember, you have money for food. You're safe enough to order it. You have the time to sit and eat it. That's a win. The world's got enough actual problems without you inventing more, Brittany. Wake up, count your blessings, and for the love of coffee, drink it, even without the fucking oat milk. So I'm going to round this off with a go. Your Wi-Fi going down ain't a tragedy. I'm just telling all of you fucking woke people that think the internet is everything, yeah? That ain't a fucking tragedy. Your coffee order being wrong is not a human rights violation. And that stranger online telling you that your opinion is wrong, that's not bullying, that's just life. We're living in the cushionest era in history, with more convenience in our pocket than kings had in their palaces. And yet some of you act like the universe has personally wronged you because you had to wait an extra 3 minutes for a burger. Perspective is free, yeah? But apparently in short supply. So here's my final piece of advice. Toughen up, be grateful, stop starting fights you can't finish. And remember, if you wouldn't cry about it in a war zone, maybe don't cry about it in your living room. Now go forth, drink your coffee, charge your phone, and count your blessings. And if you're still mad, I hear the 1800s are taking applications. All right? So that's all I had to say, people. It was my little rant. But I want to have a look at old Brittany. Let's have a look at Brittany Chubb. I want to have a look at her now. Brittany, Brittany, where is you? Nine months ago. She's pretty new. Hello, mate. Are you alright, darling? I've just had my little rant. I was just about to leave. I was just checking out old Brittany Chubbs. There's always one, isn't there, Mika? There's always bloody one, you know. So I'm done now, anyways. So thank you for popping in, Mika. I do appreciate it more than you realise. I really, really do. So thank you. And anyone that sees it on the replay, I appreciate it if you get through it. But I'm telling you, the woman, I wanted to strangle her. It was like, what do you think this is achieving? You know? And that's what got me thinking about things, like how, all the little whinges and moans I hear from people about stuff, like, in my life, family, so on. And it's just like, really, just takes a bit of perspective, really, doesn't it? Thank you, Mika. I appreciate that, darling. I really do. And you. Hope you have a lovely day. Oh my God. Right, I'm going to go now because here comes all the trolls. It's so obvious. Oh my God. Right, anyway. See you later. Ta-da.